Hello friends, welcome back to another video. So in this video we are going to be talking about password managers, and one of the best password manager that is available for free and is open source. I have been using Bitwarden for like about 2 months, and it is absolutely an amazing product, and which is also an open source project too. So if you don't know what a password manager is, so first let's talk about what a password manager is. So password manager is a piece of software that lets you store all your login credentials for different services and websites in one place, and then you can access those information whenever you need to log into that service or that website. So how it works is like you have a master password, and then you log into your password manager using the master password. And it so the way it works is like it first encrypts all your passwords and usernames using the master password, and then store that information into the password manager. And when you need to get the username and passwords from the manager, what you need to do is you need to provide the master password to decrypt all of that information and use that information to log into the website. So you can see this as a public private key, which is used to encrypt data and then to decrypt data. So why you need a password manager? So well, the problem with not having a password manager is like you need to remember all your passwords, and you have so and uh, with that, what most of the people do is like they use the same password on multiple locations, and if in some cases that service is compromised and your password is leaked, so that means all the services that you are using are compromised as the password has been cracked. So what password manager does is like you can uh, keep different password for different services and then store all those passwords in a single place, so you don't need to remember them. You can just visit the website, and the password manager will let you know that you are using this password for that service. And one more benefit that it gives you, like there is a password generation uh, function that lets you choose the length of your password and what characters that you need in the password. Like if you want a 32 character length password, you can also set that and just change your password with that password and store it into the password manager, and you will have this a very secure password for that service. And that also protect your password from the attackers. Like in case that you are using a service and that got hacked, then your password won't be easy to crack. Like the attacker will have to spend a lot of resources in order to crack your password. So, and one other thing that password managers do is like they synchronize all your password on all the different devices that you are using. Like if you have an account of a password manager, you can log into your mobile, your uh, laptop, and your Windows device, and just have all the passwords synced all across your devices to use. And so let's talk about Bitwarden. So Bitwarden is a very open source password manager, and it has a very straightforward interface to use, and it covers all the functionality that is covered in some of the premium products like LastPass and OnePass. So all the basic functionality of a password manager is there, and it is really easy to use for anyone who has never used a password manager. And it syncs your password across multiple devices, and there are multiple browser extensions for all the browsers that you can use for autofilling your login information in different websites that you are using. So there are, as this is an open source product, but it also targets some enterprise users. So there is a premium there is premium membership for those. Like you can get a family package for like $12 a year. So there that includes additional 1 GB of file storage that is encrypted, and you can share your passwords with all your family members and other information. So there are also enterprise services that Bitwarden provides. The good thing about Bitwarden is, like, if you don't want to use their own servers, you can set up your own server on any of the virtual server providers like DigitalOcean, and create a Bitwarden server over there. The steps are relatively very easy and are covered in the documentation of Bitwarden, so you can use that. And there are multiple desktop clients for Bitwarden, like for Windows and Mac, Linux. You can also use Bitwarden from command line. That is a really neat functionality, and you can the functionality of password generator that I talked about. And let's see the browser extensions. And I have currently installed this Bitwarden browser extension on my Chrome browser, and you can see that when you have stored all your passwords in Bitwarden and you want to access them in the extension, it also lets you set up a pin, so that if someone else is using your laptop, they don't have access to all your passwords that are stored in your account. So as you can see, it automatically tells you that there is a username and password stored in the Bitwarden wallet, and that is related to this website. So you can just simply go to the login page and click on this, and it will autofill all the information there. That is pretty neat and pretty handy to use. And one other functionality that Bitwarden provides is, like, if there is a site that you haven't logged in before and you have installed the Bitwarden extension in your browser, and the moment you log into the that website, it automatically prompts you to store those login information into the Bitwarden. So if you click on yes, it will automatically store your information into your wallet, and then you can access that whenever you want to log into that service. And another neat thing about the mobile app is, like, if you are using iOS, you can uh, change the default password manager from keychain to Bitwarden, so that whenever you want to log into any apps, you can just autofill your passwords from the Bitwarden password manager, and that is pretty handy to use. So you don't need to go back and forth on copying the passwords and then pasting it in the app. And it also has been audited by many security firms to find any backdoor or any vulnerabilities that may lead to information compromise, like password compromise of the users. And there hasn't been any critical issues that has been discovered till now. And the encryption scheme used by Bitwarden is pretty secure, and that uh, prevents it from man in the middle attack and fake SSL certificates. So it is pretty good to have. And if you haven't used any password manager in the past, so I would really recommend that you give Bitwarden a try, as it is a free solution. So you can just uh, use it, and it is pretty much ready to go. And another thing that I forgot to mention is, like, you can also, if you have stored all the passwords in your Chrome autofill, you can export all the passwords as an HTML file and then import those passwords into the Bitwarden, and then you don't need to uh, manually enter all the information again. So that is a pretty neat functionality of Bitwarden. And thanks. If you liked the video, do comment down below and hit the like button, and do subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel to get all the latest updates. Thanks, and stay safe, stay home, and goodbye.